start, cause you can miss this like you in the dark. This beat is intimate, so you can really feel my heart. System built for us to fail, but somehow we all prevail. By the time I was 17, man, I thought I'd be in jail. Cause we moved out to the burbs and still get cuffed up in a cell. Most are blind to this world, but this world, I see it well.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. On the visiting sideline, there's Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh. His team looking for a second straight victory after the win a week ago. On the other side, you've got the Cowboys head coach. This guy's come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. And off we go from Arlington. He'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Herbert on the bootleg. First down throw there is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Herbert to throw on second down. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Here's third down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on third and inches.
First down, Los Angeles.
Give, and here comes Hampton. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, it's Herbert. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Motion man is Harris. Throwing is Herbert on third down. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. But Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10.
On first and 10, Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Deion Henley there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. He's got his man. It's Pickens. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He'll try the right side with Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Here's a 2nd and 12. First carry now for Jaden Blue. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Pass right side, caught by Lab. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick.
Defense. Automatic first down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Dak going to give this to Blue. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run over center with Williams. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Dallas first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
That is caught to the goal line and in. C.E. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, and that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Head coach of the Chargers, their former QB as well, Jim Harbaugh, his offense goes back to work. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Harris, the man in motion. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Osa Odigizua getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of
1st and 10.
And the Chargers, 1st down. A 28-yard gain.
Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. Still going. And he will go all the way. Najee Harris, touchdown Chargers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important. As this game unfolds, they get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
We're all time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Devontae Turpin on the return. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger from the 41. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st down. 1st and 10.
On the give, it's Williams. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory.
At the Chargers' 41-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the handoff, Blue. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. on to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Prescott now. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
Dak can throw it here on first down. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal. Williams. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this game.
Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Chargers 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Head coach of the Chargers, their former QB as well, Jim Harbaugh, his offense goes back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Herbert keeping it on the zone read. And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Now Herbert looking middle and complete with Allen. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Kicker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chargers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Turpin. He works free, right side, inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 84 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Chargers offense and veteran Keenan Allen set for their next possession. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. They'll begin 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Herbert. That is left side and taken in by Allen. To the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 77 yards. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And he's been a workhorse in the backfield this season, right there amongst the league leaders in rushing late in the campaign. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
On play action. Here's Dak. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quick.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And all of these downs, they're all tied together. Decisions made on 1st and 2nd down are what led to that result on 3rd. They were forced into an obvious passing situation on 3rd and long, and this pass rush is able to just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback.
He's closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. We haven't hit halftime yet. A definite storyline to follow closely. Maybe adds to it here as they embark on this next drive. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9. Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield with McConkey. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
38 yards on the play.
On play action now, Herbert. That is brought in. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Chargers.
Hampton. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. From the 1, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Herbert. It is brought in the end zone. Keenan Allen. Touchdown Chargers. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. He'll get about 2. DJ Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Cowboys.
On 1st down, here's Blue. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Chargers' 40-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth 1st half. Greg and I, back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden.
So anytime you're really sensing pass, Mike, the first thing you want to do, flood the field with defensive backs. Good things typically happen. I mean, that's a great call there by the defensive coordinator to counter that play, because no matter where that ball was going, they had someone in the neighborhood who had a shot of making the play and getting them off the field.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
15 yards.
On 1st down, Herbert. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Conklin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And the Chargers' 1st down.
Disley is the man in motion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Chargers' 1st down.
Now it's Harris. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
380.
Throwing now is Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. 2nd and goal. Motion man is Harris. To throw, it's Herbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Herbert. And he does all he can to get away, but they're going to get him right at the line of scrimmage. And it will bring up 4th down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime.
For the field goal, a 24-yard attempt.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. To the outside, looked in by Lamb.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Now a screen set up for Blue.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen
to
play.
The end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Final 3 weeks of the regular season witching hour, when playoff teams become also-rans and also-rans become playoff teams. Let's dive in. Our tour around the NFL starts now. At Mile High, the Broncos at home to take on the Jaguars. And this is J.K. Dobbins. He's going to run behind his pads and power it in 8 yards for the touchdown. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is the second-year man, Bucky Irving. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is Rashee Rice. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Chiefs walk it off. They win in overtime. With that, time for a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Things getting interesting now as the regular season starts to wind down. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. First down, it is Williams. Not much there, maybe a yard.
And And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah! Here we go, boy.
Pistol now for Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here's we start the second half.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Dayon Henley there on the tackle. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. A give. Here comes Blue. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Dallas first down.
13 yards on the play. And the Cowboys first down.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down. Like, I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Dak Prescott, touchdown, Dallas. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The head coach of the Chargers, their former QB as well, Jim Harbaugh, his offense goes back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete to the running back, Antonio Gibson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, Hampton heading right. He'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to make.
He gets free inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, You saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10.
Yes!
A give, and here comes Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah!
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. That's out wide to Williams. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up 1st down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
It was really a disappointing performance. I'm a little surprised, Mike, that he continues to put the ball in danger this often. I mean, to make a couple mistakes early on, that happens, but at some point you got to make a correction, and until he does, this defense just continues to make him pay.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Ready?
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert finding the tight end. Here's Will Dissly. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 42 yards.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. The tight end going in motion to the left. Play action now. It's Herbert. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Set. 380. You're out. Down, go.
Allen in motion. Shotgun now for Herbert. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take this down to the 2. But a good tackle there. Going to set up 3rd and goal.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he'll take it on in. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, LA. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Point after now from Dicker. His kick is good, and the Chargers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Cowboys 28.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Cowboys offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll bring up 2nd down. On the carry, it's Williams. We'll get this to about midfield. That's Elijah Molden who took him down. So you're trying to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll go again here with Williams.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
To throw is Dak. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. 4th quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Back to throw is Prescott. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was There are no flags. It's fourth down. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
On the return, here comes Gibson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Head coach of the Chargers, their former QB as well, Jim Harbaugh, his offense goes back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
And the Chargers, first down.
They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
It's another Chargers first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
On the ground, Hampton. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one.
34-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Another run here with Hampton.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the ground, this is Miles Sanders. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. 2nd and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality, but not for this defense. They pack it in tight. They sell out on the run, and they're going to force this team to snap it again on 3rd down. All game long, Mike, this guy is asked to make key block after key block for the ball carrier. But this time, the coach is calling him to do the running for a change, and on 3rd and short, no surprise, he gets the job done.
Here we go.
On the give, it's Williams. Williams hit, and he loses the football.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll let this go for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. Herbert now on first down. Going up top. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Malik Hooker on the cover.
Now it's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And the Chargers first down.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. He'll dump this out wide to Gibson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 31, here's second down and 3.
The Cowboys 31-yard line.
Here's Hampton. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes third down. He's got the open man. That's McConkey.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, L.A.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
They'll drop to throw. He will score again. Keenan Allen. Touchdown Chargers. Making 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Dicker, good with the extra point. Chargers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. It's another run here for Williams. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him, and I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Williams gets it from the pistol. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Dak gonna give this to Blue. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Cowboys. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. This was a game where both offenses were up.